Oh, hello. How are we doing? Are we good on this Monday evening? Hope you had a good day at work. If you went to work today, I've got a few days off, so yeah. Okay, first things first, can I get a like and a follow, like and a subscribe, like and whatever it is you do on the platform you're watching me on? Thank you very much. As you may have seen, if you are on Instagram, I bought a shed load of IPAs today from the White Row Farm Shop after I had some lunch there, which is, it's near Frome. It's a place called Beckington, but it's sort of almost like in between Beckington and Frome. It's still classed as Beckington, but you know. Now, this is the lowest ABV alcohol rating at 3.4. Arbor, I think it's Arbor or Arbor. I call it Arbor. Full flavoured session pale ale brewed with Simcoe, Citra and Mosaic hops. Full pint satisfaction, great tasting beer since 2007. It's called Pocket Rocket. Session pale ale. So yeah, we'll get this one cracked open, have a smell, have a taste, give it a rating and go from there. So yeah, I got a lot of cans and bottles today, so that's going to last me a good couple of weeks, I think, to do one of these every day. I'm back to work on Thursday. So, yeah, should keep me going. Nice one. Right, let's get this cracked open and have a smell. If I get it around the right way. Oh, that smells nice. That's got the proper IPA smell. And even for the 3.4, it smells stronger. Oh, it smells good. Okay, let's get it transferred into the drinking apparatus. Oh no, it said it was a pint, didn't it? So, yeah, nice. This is going to fill up the glass then. Okay, I'm going to stop there a minute. Ooh. Ooh, we got a little bit more. Oh, look at that. That's so close to going over. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Still smells good. Some can have a bit of a sickly smell to them once they're in the glass, but that smells really nice. And it is a perfect pint. Look at that. Little head. We like a little head. Now then, a little bit of fluff on there. Where'd that come from? And there, maybe from my tea towel, wiping the glass out. Anyway, right, so, bit hazy. I like that. I like the smell. I like the colour. I like the head. It looks a little bit more orangey on the camera than it does here in real life. Is this real life? You might have heard me say that a few times, actually. If you're wondering what that's from, you just want to, on TikTok or YouTube, just search, is this real life? Some kiddie, I think he was having some, was he on an anaesthetic? Yeah, I think he was coming back from the dentist and he was out of it. Anyway, I digress. Right, smells good. Let's get a taste going. Cheers. Okay, so let it settle a little bit. See how the aftertaste is going to sit in the back of the throat. Unfiltered, may contain yeast. Can't see any, doesn't bother me anyway. Nothing else on there I need to know, is there? No. Vegan. Oh well. If you're vegan. Okay, let's go in again. All right. Okay, so there's no aftertaste. There's no bitterness, hoppiness, often gackiness. It's very smooth. You could drink this all night. You really could, but it is a 3.4. It doesn't taste like it. It tastes stronger than a lot of the ones I've been trying recently, especially those little ones. They were crap. This is a lot better, and this is a very, very low ABV. Good burp. So yeah, I'm really liking this. The taste, I wouldn't say it's fruity. I wouldn't say it's citrusy. It's just like a nice IPA, just a very bog standard, but nice pale ale. This isn't an IPA, is it? It's just a session pale ale. Yeah, so this is just a really nice session pale ale. I really like it. If I was going to be on a bender, which I don't do very often, but if I was out for a few drinks and this was available and we were going to go for the whole night, yeah, if there was nothing else available, I'd go for that. I do like the stronger stuff personally, but this is a good drink, and you could drink a few of these. Good thing about Arbor is that they're in Bristol, just down the road. I say just down the road, about half an hour, if that. In fact, the address is Easton Road. Now, I don't know if they're actually in Easton or the road that goes into Easton. Is that the one that goes from Kingswood into Easton? I must have a look. And then maybe they'll have a tap room that I can try, that I can visit. Yeah, nice. Anyway, it is very nice. It's very easy to drink. It's not full of all these different flavors, and it's not promising all these flavors. It's just a session pale ale, which is really nice. Yeah, could drink that all day long. Really could. I might get a bit bored that there's not more flavor in there, but that's why I bought a whole range of these. I bought loads of them, so I can try the different ones anyway and see what the difference is between them. Obviously, is what a review is for. Yeah, I really like that. That is really good. Let's get on to some scoring. So, if you're not aware, I did change the scoring a little while ago. I used to do 1 to 5 for the smell, 1 to 5 for the taste, 1 to 5 for the aftertaste, and possibly 1 to 3 for the can design. Now then, because I didn't think the can design and the smell necessarily reflect the drinking experience, smell a little bit, but not the can design. So I've changed the scoring. So I've now gone for a 1 to 3 for the smell, 1 to 5 for the taste, 1 to 3 for the aftertaste, hoppiness, bitterness, could be gackiness, and a possible 1 or 2 bonus points for the can design. Shit can, 0. Interesting can, 1 point. That's a nice, interesting can, 2 points. So for the smell, for this one, it did smell good. Oh dear. Obviously, it smells a lot weaker now, but that's the thing about smell. Smell isn't really about constant smelling of something. It's about detecting differences in smell. So that's why you notice if you go into a bakery and you smell that fresh bread in the morning, yet if you work in the bakery, your nose gets used to it, and then you don't smell that gorgeous bread baked smell in the mornings anymore. With this has gone very weak now because I've been smelling it and tasting it. Still don't smell that bad at all, to be honest with you. So as far as it goes, I'm going to give it... It smells nice. I wouldn't say it's like, oh my God, that smells amazing. So we don't go for 3. We're going to go for 2. 2 for the smell. 2 out of 3. The taste. It's a very good taste. Yeah. It's never going to get a 5 because something could always be better. It's not as flavoursome as some of the better ones some of the other ones I've tried, which didn't end up being better, even though this is very good. So we're going to give this one, I don't feel bad giving it a 3 because it does taste really good. But can it have a 4? Maybe the more flavoursome ones can have a 4.5. I'll give this one a 3. Feeling generous. Aftertaste, hoppiness, bitterness, sometimes gackiness. This hasn't got any of the aftertaste. Now, I don't know if that's bad or good. Sometimes it's nice to have a little bit and then it fades away. So in that case, I'm going to give this one a 2 out of 3. Now then, the can design. I used to think that was all right. Probably wouldn't deserve a point. However, I've noticed now over the months of doing these reviews and trying different Arbor ales, is they have a very similar design but different colours, and then obviously the different name. So yeah, I'm going to give this a point because there are more interesting cans, but I do like their style and I think it's effective, and I'm not saying it's rubbish and they should change it and stuff because it works for them. So I'm going to give that a 1. So is that out of a possible 13? Is that right? 2, 4, 6. Now, I don't think that's good enough. Something's not right there. Do I think that deserves an 8 out of 13? No, I think it deserves more. So what's let it down? So the smell out of... Oh, dripped. The smell out of 3, I gave it a 2. That's good. Out of 5, I gave it a 3 for the taste. I reckon I should probably have a 4 for the taste. No, I can't change it. I can't change it. That's what I rated it as. But I think that's unfair. I don't think it should be an 8 out of 13. I reckon this should be, I mean, if it could have a possible 13, you're never going to get the full marks on each one. So if you take, so you take 3 off of 13, that'd be a 10. Then if you were going to like take off 2 points, that would be an 8 for the can. So actually 8's not a bad score then, really. 8 out of 13. I mean, what did I have? I've had 7s, 11s. These aren't those ratings. These are different ones. Here we go. 6. Yeah. So yeah, 8 out of 13 ain't bad. It's just not as strong as I personally prefer. I would love a little bit more flavour, which would give it a bit more of a point on the taste front, even though it tastes really nice. Yeah, I feel like I've let them down a little bit. So sorry, Arbor, but it is going to get an 8 out of 13, which is good. It's a really nice drink. I do like it. If you do watch my videos, that is. I'd like to come and visit you sometime. Really nice. I do like it. I will do the next Arbor review tomorrow. In fact, that's if it's an Arbor, which is going up in alcohol strength. The next one might not be an Arbor. I've got some Glastonbury ones, got some cheddar ones. I've got a couple of Love Lanes. I didn't like the other Love Lane, I don't think. Jesus. So yeah, really nice. Recommended. Don't know where you can get them local to you. Probably get them most places in Bristol. But wherever you are in the country, you might not be able to get these too close to you. I'm not sure. Go to their links, which will be brewed and canned in the UK by Arbor Ales, 181 Easton Road. Now, Easton is an area of Bristol. It used to be known as being quite a rough area. I don't know if it still is, but then again, lots of places get names that, you know, I mean, St. Paul's, that was known as a really rough area. But, you know, I have no problems in St. Paul's. I've had no problems in Easton. In fact, we used to do parties in Easton down in the Black Swan. Never had any problems down there. It's actually quite all right. But I've got mates who have grown up there and they're like, no. Bristol, Bravo Sierra 5, 0 Hotel Quebec. And their website is arborales.co.uk, which I will just point out here. Can you see that? Yeah. Doesn't look like they've got any Instagram handles or Twitter. Don't like Twitter. Oh, actually, yes, they have down the bottom. They have got a Twitter. They've got Facebook, Instagram, and the other one I'm not going to say. But there are the links for those. So they will get tagged in this. Can you see that? Put my glasses down. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Excellent. Right. thanks for watching that. I'm going to finish this and have some tea. And yeah, I shall see you tomorrow. So have a good day at work tomorrow, if you're at work. And in the meantime, peace. Really nice.